Hello teacups, what's brewing? Welcome back to the channel. I've got a couple of things to cover by Foodie today. First one was an incredibly high stream, and that's not a shock, but it was shocking in the sense of grading on the Foodie curve. It was worse. Worse to the point that she called it no complaints, K thanks. So I've got I've got barbecue chillins cut down for this. It's literally 3 minutes or so. I just wanted to cover a couple of points on this, and then we're gonna go into just sayings cover of the next one, which I can't remember the name of. Good morning, maybe? It was the next day. I may have over-blushed today. I was a bit excited to try my new ND trio. Makeup is down below. I'm trying to be more consistent with that. All right, let's get started.
I'm sorry, but regardless, hijab or not, I don't feel like going on camera tonight, so
You can already hear just how messed up she is, right? She doesn't want to go on camera because one, I'm guessing she's not dressed, but two, I'm guessing she looks so bad. She doesn't want to hide whatever she's taking / smoking / whatever, and she just doesn't want to deal with it. Why she chose to come online then? A mystery. I'm guessing her brain just was like, yeah, this is a good idea, because everyone is known for making the best decisions when they're under the influence. I had quite a few people ask actually in comments, isn't this against TOS? Interestingly, when we were checking TOS for the other issues, I looked at being under the influence on stream because I was like, surely. But it seems to focus on illegal substances. And when it talks about legal ones, things like comparing products from a shop. You know, Foodie said she was going to do that at one point. That's considered promoting and wouldn't be allowed. But what she's doing, I guess, isn't her going out and saying, oh no, go do this. So it doesn't technically, as strange as that sounds, like tick any of the boxes when it comes to TOS violations, as far as I can see. However, at some point in one of these streams, she does say gummies and then switch to medicine. And I feel like that could be if you were to go hard enough at it. You know, if you were to squint, because medical misinformation is a thing. But then you've got the argument that, okay, no, it is prescribed to people with certain problems, but that's not the case for Foodie. She absolutely self-medicates with it. So saying it counts as a medicine, I believe would be a violation, but I would understand people arguing against it. But I think she would argue against it for that reason. How willing YouTube would be to listen to those arguments, I don't know.
I wasn't even gonna go live.
You should have gone with that feeling.
So this is how you have to take me tonight. Did you read the title?
Yeah, people were complaining in chat.
The title of this live? No complaints.
I don't want to hear it, chat. Also, give me money.
I'm not going back to Syria. What?
She says that now. I don't believe she'll ever get back. But we are going to talk about some things in the next stream because she did something particularly noticeably stupid in that stream.
I'm on this planet, excuse me.
Your body, maybe.
I'm okay, guys. I'm just really tired, I guess.
Really, really, really under the influence.
Does you better for what? I'm going to be passing out after this. I don't have kids to look at. I don't have to be responsible.
Given that you earn all your money online, you might want to be responsible in what you bring to the internet. I know you learn nothing from Anne Boleyn, but if YouTube decides they have a problem with you, if anything, over the last few weeks, you should realize how insecure your form of income is. That's not what she's taking from this.
I just have to go to bed. Who cares? People are so dramatic. Oh my. Don't you find?
I think people can be. I think everyone has their own reasons, and reactors, audience members, they have their own reasons to whip up drama. We want you to watch our content as much as the next person. But I also think the fact that Anne Boleyn got taken down means there's blood in the water. I don't personally want Foodie to be taken offline. I've put enough time into this. I want to see how it ends. And I feel the same way about people who say they will report her to the landlord if that's confirmed. And I'm like, like, she's gotta live somewhere. I would much rather see her living in this place, which was already a struggle for her to get, and having to deal with reality, than I would see her kicked out.
I'll just chill out. Yes, I'm overwhelmed, so let's just chill out. It's so weird looking around here, thinking that not even a year ago, I was in the desert.
Well, you made choices and now you're back.
Wait, what's the law? Are you insinuating that I'm on pills?
I'm insinuating you are not in your correct sense of self. Whatever that is being caused by, you are clearly not, I would say not yourself right now. This is you. You are not in a state of reason.
What do you guys think? You guys think Pete and I should live together or what? What's the person?
The fact that she's asking this, when she tries to defend, no, he's my friend, no, I'm thinking about it really hard because I want to protect him. Nah, Pete is unsure. That is a message to him, because what comes after this just shows she doesn't care.
Depressing is you, some of you guys. I just don't know what is so depressing, you know?
It's almost as if you should probably follow up on that therapy you were gonna have. Even if it's just a volunteer function, you could be starting a process here.
I don't sleep well at all. When I wake up...
Are you shocked?
Lately, since having left Syria, I can't sleep well, so I'm tired right now.
She's also high right now. It is not shocking for a number of reasons that Foodie doesn't sleep well. I myself haven't ever really had a solid sleep schedule. I've been doing much better on it in the last year or so. That's partly because I have a job that forces me to get up at certain times, and they're not times that come natural to me. But it's why I notice during vacations, if I'm not really careful with my schedule and keeping that schedule, then I start staying awake at all hours again. It's one of the reasons I'm recording this so early now, is because a lot of the time, actually, when I'm doing recording after work, because it takes so long to listen and then record and then edit and then upload, I have to go to bed right after, and it keeps me awake longer than I should be awake on work nights. And it means that my mind is still active when I'm ready to go to bed, because I've been staring at a screen doing all this all the time. Which is another reason why I don't upload as much in the week. It's not just me being tired, it's the physical time I have to do it that impacts my schedule in other ways. There are 3 major things Foodie can do to help with her sleep. One of those is blue light, one of those is caffeine, and one of those is sugar, what she's eating when she's eating it. And don't get me wrong, I look at those 3 sometimes and I'm like, it's not worth it to me. I need the coffee to get through the day and it's going to impact my sleep. Sometimes I make that choice. But she's had sleep issues even when she hasn't been dealing with depression. So I would say that the symptom is worsening her depression, worsening the fact that she's up all night, and then that starts to affect your mentality. But I don't think it's caused by the depression itself, at least in my experience of having both issues of sleep problems and depression. Obviously, it differs for other people. I can't speak for everyone because symptoms come out differently, but that's where I would take that.
To go outside, I have to build a life. Like, I don't have a life.
Well, so this isn't going to build you one.
It really was. Oh my god. Is that pathetic? Yes. Let me continue what
Kind of.
I'm going to live how I want. Like, if people don't like that I live a certain way, they don't have to follow me.
That's very true, and she should be more concerned by that. Even if people are fine with her taking gummies to the extent they are, which I think a lot of people are not fine. I don't know if it's going to be shown in this, but at one point, Tracy of all people was like, Chantal, is this your channel now? When Tracy is telling you to get your shit together, like, you got problems. Even people who support her are going to get bored by this.
Hurt myself. How am I hurting myself? What the hell?
Well, this isn't helping your channel.
Camera today.
But that's clearly not the issue, and you know it.
Okay, how to use it from channel?
Of course we blocked that person.
I'm hurting my channel. How? Just because I don't want to show myself today?
Because you clearly are not functioning. Because when you're clearly not functioning, this is the only content anyone gets. People can only take that for a certain amount of time.
Who cares? I don't even feel like talking right now. I should probably just
punish everybody.
What's the point?
Alright, what's the point? You're not important. What's the point? I'll drink poison and see if they die.
I don't feel like being on camera, right guys? So, yeah, good night for now. I'll try to, don't worry, fall into a more consistent schedule as we go, okay?
Fall into a consistent schedule? Are you going to trip?
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I'm not going to make you watch this, but she kept falling asleep on stream. This clip is just less than a minute and unedited. Skip to 3:56 if you don't feel like listening to nothing. Lol. She was just passing out on screen. Just lying there, falling asleep as she was recording. I'm not going to make you listen to it, but there we are. Okay, so now we're going to move on to just saying this is the clip the day after. Now, bear in mind, during the no complaint stream, she was like, should I move pizza in? Should I do this? No, I'm not going back. Again, I don't believe she's going back. But I think to her, Syria is kind of her emergency parachute. If everything goes up in flames, it's always an option for her. And I don't think she realizes it's not an option. As long as she can convince herself it maybe is in the future, it doesn't matter how badly she's messing up there. And I think she derives some kind of comfort from that. Now, in my head, what this is doing for her, I think I've said this before, right after I had surgery, I used to keep a bag of candy in the back of one of the cupboards, like a bag of chocolate or something. Now, I didn't end up eating it. It wasn't there to eat. I was feeling quite strong in all my changes and I was, on a good path. But I needed to have it there because for some reason, the thought of not eating it was fine, but the thought of not having it there kind of made me panic because what if I changed my mind later? And so knowing it was there, even if I wasn't going to use it, became very helpful to me in a way that I realize probably requires more therapy. I think that same reassurance is what's guiding her right now. My life in Canada is a mess, but I've always got this other parachute emergency option. I don't think the evidence concludes that she does have that option, but we'll get into that later. All right, so this is just Zane's cut down of the next stream.
It's freaking cold today and windy.
That's Canada, man.
I was so tired yesterday too.
The tiredness was not what was causing that.
Turkey dinner. Have you ever heard of these chips?
We have chicken flavored crisps at home, but I imagine it's something similar.
This cat is beezing.
I know our default is she's not caring for the cat, but given that she hurt her back and hurt her whatever else it was and she was having trouble moving, chances that she's been changing the litter slim to none. Poor Darcy.
I'm not embarrassed. I don't even remember it.
That's what should embarrass you. God.
I just remember being so sleepy and passing out.
On stream,
coffee.
yeah.
Hey, Shansa. Were we riding the bus? I did say it.
Remember, that was our minimum promise. Tomorrow we'll ride the bus.
I would, didn't I? I'm just
You did say. Do you remember when you were talking about all the changes you were going to need in life and saying I really want to work on my word meaning something, and you can't even get on a bus?
I don't know, I might get bus sick today.
Take some medicine.
I'm feeling a bit dizzy.
Real medicine.
So I don't know if motion sickness might get the best of me. How do I make these Red Lobster things?
You read the instructions.
Okay, so
I
you
imagine
put it in
you throw them in
425.
the oven.
Line a baking sheet. Okay, stir together cheese and biscuit mix. What am I gonna make today?
Biscuits, apparently. What did you defrost? Make that.
Let's get some fresh air.
It might be a
Sugar
thought.
Bay biscuits. It's freezing outside. I don't want to go outside.
It's Canada. Jesus. Didn't you just spend a lot of money on a coat?
I have laundry to do. I have pretty much a lot of stuff I gotta do. I got some Old Bay because I wanted to make a cabbage boil. Maybe I'll try anyways.
Why did she want to make a cabbage boil? Is she trying the old cabbage soup plan? Just anything she can do?
I'll make half a baked cabbage because my cabbage is huge. Baked cabbage, Cheddar Bay biscuits, meatballs and rice.
Oh, no, she's clearly not. Although the fact that she's cooking, you know what? We are on the 28th now, I believe. Isn't it Black Friday today? Like, when I'm filming, anyway. Oh no, it's Saturday today. 29th. Sorry, my days are a bit mixed up. And I really think her money's running low. I think she lived at large after she got paid and she made no plans. I mean, it's a choice.
I have things to do, Casey, all of which are none of your business, and I like it that way.
Why are we here then? You can't vlog your life and then say your life's none of your business.
The onion boil? I know, teardrop. On the verge of blocking.
Ooh.
Gonna stay home. Work from home today? The coffee looks like I should.
Does she ever do anything else?
Black Friday shopping? No, I don't need anything, so.
I definitely did not need this, but I may have gone to Lethal Cosmetics and I may have used some of their discounted shades to make myself a custom palette. They've kind of been on my radar for a while, but they are super expensive. They have some gorgeous looking multi-chromes. They have a whole range of shades, and I just put together something. If I remember, I'll put a picture in, but I'm very excited about it.
I'm on the fence about getting something. I've been taking taxis if I want to go out. I need an air.
You live by a bus stop. This much we know, because you got on the bus before. Even if her docs is wrong, she got on the bus before, which means that bus stop is close. Go on the bus. We know that bus goes to a mall.
Are you going to take us on a bus ride?
You could.
I was going to, but I'm a bit dizzy. I'm just going to...
Is that her blood pressure? We don't know. And she's not going to find out because she's about to tell us something.
Be a minimalist for my place. You know, a couch, a lamp, a TV, a bed. Like, what else do you need?
If we were to turn her camera right now, her apartment would be so full of shit. I'm not against minimalism. I'm not a minimalist. I have stuff. But I like my surfaces somewhat clear. I feel it when they're cluttered, because cluttered space, cluttered mind. My psyche connects too deeply with my surroundings for me to leave it a mess. I was so pleased that my cleaner came in yesterday. But with the amount of stuff she buys for no reason, no, you just can't be bothered to put it together.
Something that says live, love, laugh, or whatever.
Or whatever.
You don't really need a whole lot.
You really
don't know much,
but
CEO of BK.
there is something to be said for not hating your apartment. Even if you only plan to live in it temporarily, for making it a home space. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to do that.
No, I gotta take the bus. I can't be taking taxis everywhere.
That's true.
I don't even like taking taxis. I don't like doing small talk. At least on the bus, you don't have to talk at all. You hope so long I can't get back together.
I love that she just took a sip of coffee then.
I remember I would look out the window longingly. I took out some ground beef so I can make hamburger helper. Let's do something very entertaining.
If she knew how to do that, we wouldn't be here. And again, the level for entertainment, the bar is set low. Let's do anything and we will make our own entertainment.
Are we second wife bees in? No. I'm hungry now. You've been helping yourself to your niece's snacks? You have to be a girl's girl to be a sister wife. Yeah.
My God. I love how she claims the religion and claims the culture, but doesn't understand it at all. I think relationships in general and how they work, no matter what kind of relationship it is, just puzzle her.
That would be putting it lightly, I guess. I don't know what that even means. When I was in Syria, I talked to someone who was
Your hair's out, darling.
the second wife, because she couldn't have kids or something. And she was like sisters, like BFFs with the other woman.
I've taught people who have had siblings in like different classes in the school from other wives. They get on fine.
We're gonna put the tree up today? Well, that would be nice.
Pick your nose. I might put my tree up today, potentially. I haven't decided yet. It's too early in one way. In one way, I'm like, have as much Christmas as you want. It's your life. In the other, I'm not in a super Christmassy mood right now, but we tend to do, because most of our Christmas stuff tends to be between us here in our little community rather than external. There are some things in the big international hotels, but rather than external, we tend to do it a bit earlier because people tend to travel at Christmas. And with this being the last day of the long weekend, I feel like by the time we get to next weekend, it's a little bit late, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm quite in the mindset yet, but today would be the best day to do it for me.
I've never known a female that was willing to share. Hey, Zippy.
Maybe I'll put on some Christmas
I do gotta
music.
take you guys out, I know. No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna share, you know? And then there's this, Then there's this lady I watch, and she lives in Syria now. And she's the second wife.
She's really been looking into this second wife business. Here is what I think is happening. I said that I don't think she's going back, and I don't. But I think her brain is now looking for different ways to deal with this. Because she thinks her problem is the fact that she can't have kids. That's why she's not accepted, because she can't see herself for who she is. And she doesn't really recognize that she is a nightmare to be in a relationship with. So when she was doing all her begging at the beginning of her time in Canada to Salah to go back, which, while she hasn't confirmed it, some of the things that she said imply it. So she had, in a previous stream, said, oh, Salah said, no, and we'll have to think about it. Well, I have to see a few months. He doesn't like that I'm high on camera. He doesn't like that I was showing myself, because she sat there in like a skirt pretending she was naked for a minute, thinking that that would win him back, because that's what she was doing when he first saw her. So Salah doesn't want her back. I think the fact that it's payday and so he's been around a bit more, I think we'll notice him disappearing a bit more now, because it's been a week and she doesn't seem to have that much more money. But I think the fact that he kind of stayed in the picture gave her a bit more hope, because she is absolutely delusional on how this is working. And she was the same with Nada. She's like, no, it's true love, when he was just taking her for everything she had. And she had a lot more back then. So I think, in a way to protect her from how shitty life is in Canada right now, she is trying to come up with this plan B, even if it's not feasible. But, well, what if I went back to Syria? What if I went back as a second wife? Because true love will prevail. She couldn't deal with that. She is too jealous, she is too petty, and she's too uncooperative. She couldn't deal with being the only wife. She hates being in Syria. She can't get into Canada. And as much as she hates Canada right now, as hard as it was for her to start this life in Canada, she did sign up for a year lease here. Like, she would absolutely implode what little credibility she had by having an apartment that she showed herself keeping up with. If she breaks her lease, plus her bad credit, plus all her other issues, no, she'll never find a place again. But again, it's the bag of candy in the back of the drawer. I think she needs to believe that she's got the option, even if she hasn't really.
She's from the States, and she moved to Syria, and she has her own house. Like, each wife should have their own house. I'm not saying a big fancy house or anything like that.
Each wife should have an equal living situation. The husband should be able to provide for each one.
But they need their own separate quarters. So she has her own quarters. Then the husband spends some time with the wife, and some days of the week with the second wife.
And Foodie's there. Maybe I could do that. Even if they agreed, which why would they? Could you imagine her trying to deal with that? There's one consistent fact we know about any relationship she's ever talked about online. It's that she is insanely jealous and has no emotional regulation.
You know, you drive yourself nuts if you did that.
Yep.
Become a second wife?
Yep.
Yeah, I think they have regulated times with the husband, exactly. At least you could share the housework with someone.
She'd be in her own place.
Yeah, at the wedding revenge, I
She
heard that
wouldn't be,
Canada.
because she wouldn't do this, but
She burnt the whole thing down. No, I mean, the only reason I went to Syria was for Salah, that's it.
she doesn't
I can't
turn
show
her
my house or tell
notifications
details
on.
about it, even about my laundry, nothing.
She has laundry in her apartment. We've heard it running before. And she said she was going to do laundry. But she wouldn't be doing it if she had to go down to a laundry room.
Let's do art for the wall. See, I don't care about any of that shit.
Yeah, some people don't. Some people don't, and that's fine. But as I say, from my experience in when I feel better, making the place you're staying into a home immediately makes you more settled. And I'm just saying that as someone who's had to move their house a lot. I show up to a country with a suitcase, maybe two. So I've had to restart my own space a lot, and I know what makes me feel better quicker.
I was just like taking like whatever I could find, like apartment-wise. I was like really, remember how desperate I was looking for a place in Syria?
Because no one wanted to rent to you. Do you remember how desperate you were? Why are you putting yourself in that situation again?
So I just took whatever. But I don't know if I want to be here forever, so that fact that I don't know if I'm going to be here forever in this apartment makes me not want to decorate it. I would like to.
And that's up to her. Like, again, if the docs was correct, or even close to correct, the place she's living isn't that nice. It serves its purpose. It seems to have all the things she needs in it. I'm sure there are people in that building that make perfectly good homes in there. But again, no matter how long you're there, that house is your home. So do what you can to make it a home, just don't spend a lot of money on it. I do think the longer she's in a place and the more consistently she can show her paying her rent and whatever, the better that's going to be for her. But I also understand wanting to get out of the building. But she's got a lot of work to do, and it's doable work, but she's got a lot of work to do to get herself in a position where she could have something somewhere else. This isn't just ask the Beezers for cash, like she's going to need a car. Long term, she's going to need a car because she's not going to be able to afford anything close to a bus route or with a good bus route in the city that's any better than what she's got now, even if she could get approved for it. If she wants to be closer to her family, which would be sensible for her, closer to support, I guess, even though they seem to be a bit separated, closer to Pete's, let's say, then she would need a car. But like, it's pretty easy to plan your goals for like the next year. 10 years in the future, no, but the next year, you can look into that.
I have like a house in the country, but I need a car. So maybe this year I'll just be frugal and like not buy stuff for this place and just...
Given how high she was, I don't think that's possible. But yes, that's what I think she should do, and the fact that she should do it is probably the reason she's not going to.
Save up till my lease is up. Decorations can go with you. I don't know if I'll be here like after a year. I might move after my lease. You want to...
Here, the apartment, here, the country.
Bedazzle my apartment with the cloud couch. The cushions on the cloud couch are not the greatest, to be honest. They're too flat and they don't ever get like fluffy enough.
Get some support pillows. Go get a pillowcase. If you want it to be nice and chunky, get a pillow insert that's the next size up. Shove it in, put the pillow on the couch. It doesn't cost that much money.
0 chance he'll be there after a year. Another reason Pete shouldn't move away from his family.
Yes.
I mean,
this. She kind of stepped in it doing this because she's like, should he move in? Yes, he should move in. And then she's going to tell us about how she's not planning to stay for the year.
Basically, hey, BJ, the cloud couch. We need the blue couch. Move to a cheap country. The lady from the healthcare called me today. She's for my health card. She's like,
God, the notifications.
What'd she say? You have to guarantee, like this is a contract, if we reinstate your healthcare, that you're going to be in Canada for the next 6 months out of the year. And I'm just like, yeah.
Did she say yeah to the woman? It doesn't seem like she did, but so she's at a point where she needs healthcare. She needs healthcare quite urgently. She's saying her back hurts. She's saying she's hurt herself. She's got so many medical issues, even if it was for a short time. She's lied about other things, so why she'd suddenly balk at this? She's got so many issues that will need either immediate attention or attention in a very short period of time. What the hell is she doing saying no to her healthcare? Listen to this.
I mean, I don't have plans to leave, but I couldn't make that commitment because I'm like, you know how my life is.
Your life is here. Your life was Syria and is now here. We know pre-Syria Kuwait, pre this whole arc, you had travelled once in about 15 years, and that was Cuba. You're not a world traveller. You're not a travel content creator. I know I'm addressing her directly here, sorry. We know exactly what her life is like. And for that reason, get your healthcare back and sit where you are, you idiots.
There should be a hard guarantee. I didn't sign it because I don't know. Like, I don't know, like, what's going to happen. What if I need to leave or what if I want to leave? Or... The lease is for a year, I know. I'm like, okay, so I told her I'd get back to her. Like, I need to, like, plan.
Okay, so this, I have some questions because aside from the insanity of it all, her lease is for a year. So she has to be there for at least a year. Because you know she's going to change back. Because if you live by all these plan Bs, she'd be no different in Syria. She'd get back to Syria, remember she hates it, and she'd be making all of these plans in Canada. So she can't break her lease because it will ruin her. It's the fact that she pays her rent is the only thing she's ever had going for her among all the rest of her terrible credit. And she will not find another apartment. She still wants Pete to move in. Yesterday, she was talking about, oh, should Pete move in? Still trying to convince him, but is saying she can't sign up for healthcare and guarantee 6 months? Clearly doesn't give a shit about Pete. Pete does not factor into this decision. And thirdly, I have questions about this communication because she said she didn't sign, which implies it's in person. and that she'd had some kind of appointment for something she'd need to sign. Then she's talking about talking to the lady, because the lady's saying, oh, no, it's a contract, whatever, so maybe phone, maybe in person. And then she's talking about emailing. So something in this story is just messed up here, the way she's telling it.
I need to definitely plan out the next year of my life.
Yes, you do.
And then I thought about it, and I'm like, if it's just going to be me...
If it's just going to be what?
Like, what do I want with my future? That's why I should have thought about that, I know.
And this is why she gets paralyzed, because to her, any decision you make has to be forever. You have to fully commit to it. And then she can't commit to anything for like more than an hour. Decide the next year. That's all you need to do. Forget everything else. Decide the next year. It's gonna be in Canada. Do I want to stay in this apartment? No. Okay, so your goal for the next year is get yourself in a position where you can move somewhere else. Spend the first half of that year figuring out what that looks like, putting money towards it, living your life, doing whatever, getting things in place. Spend the second half of the year just looking for places, because you're going to need more time. You don't want yourself to be in the position that you were in Syria, where you needed somewhere right now. Figure things out with Pete. Is he coming? Is he going to be roommates with you? Are you just moving closer? Are you not doing any of those things? Are you staying in Ottawa and just moving out of the building you're in? How much money do you need to save each month towards that? Because if you need to put, I don't know, $6,000 into moving, okay, that's $500 a month. You're going to need to sort that out. I've decided that in 5 minutes. That's okay. So you could literally walk out of this video and go, I've got to save $500 a month for the next year. That's your year plan. She doesn't need anything else in place. She can talk to Pete and say, okay, you're not comfortable coming here right now. How about I live out this year lease, and if I'm settled in Canada and if everything's where it is, the next place, we decide together where we want to go and we figure this out as a 2-person cost. And you move into the next place together. Like, it's not easy because you do have to make decisions, but it is that simple. Does that make sense?
What's crazy? Yeah, of course I want to be healthy. 6 months is not a lot of time. Yeah.
You said no to your health insurance. And I know she'd be like, no, I didn't. I just paused it. They were trying to give you health insurance. If you're on lease for a year, 6 months is not hard. That's half of a year, Foodie. She just has to say, no, for at least a year I'm here. And she doesn't want to. It makes her feel like she's in freefall. But no therapy.
That's true. I guess I can just, email them and say, okay, that's fine. I'll be in Canada.
Well, you better hope that they'll do that for you then. Because having had this conversation with the woman, I'd have doubts that you would.
Hey, Charles. But I don't know, what my life, you know how I am.
Can they deny health insurance in that case? I know if they do travel within 6 months, they can deny it or remove it or whatever. But if she was right and seemed really uncertain, and then came back and said, no, I will. She is a citizen, but could they say, essentially, we don't believe you, we're going to hold off on the health insurance for a while? I don't know if that's a possibility, or if it's just yeah, I will, and then she'd get in trouble for it later if she broke it. As a citizen, do they take her word as default?
1 minute I'm here, 1 minute I'm there. I didn't turn down the healthcare. Making shit up.
Roll your eyes, making shit up. Yes, you did. You said, I'm not sure I'm going to be here for 6 months. I'm going to have to figure that out. You didn't say yes. You may not have said no permanently, but she was ready to give you the healthcare, and you didn't take the healthcare.
I just have to, let them know what my plan is. Yeah, well, I can just email them back and say yes. It's, you know what I mean? But I was just, taken aback. Even that kind of...
So was this email? Were you talking to her?
Commitment, I don't know. Even though that's what I need, Okay, what am I going to eat? The thing that's expensive here is the medications, not the healthcare part.
Well, you still need those, though. No, I can go and see a doctor and they can tell me that I'm ruined.
Depends what you think quality of life is, Neil. Quality of life of having running water all the time, but being lonely.
Quality of life at this point would be having basic human needs and basic human safety, neither of which you have in Syria consistently.
Well, we'll see. No, I'm not going back to Syria. There's just no way.
Then what are you puzzled about? If you're not going back to Syria, you are where you are right now for at least a year. Nothing else is going to happen.
I'm just trying to figure out what the heck to eat. Should I make hamburger helper? Or should I make beefy rice? Or...
She keeps grimacing every time. Dude, it's ground beef. Like, literally make anything with it.
Mashed potato. Should I make meatballs and mashed potatoes? Actually, I've been kind of like getting used to being by myself.
Yeah, sounds like it.
For the future. Canada has like a million things more to offer. I'm not going to leave her. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's not like I've done it before.
Biscuit agrees. She's so weird. She's so clingy. She's like the clingiest cat ever. She's so
I don't believe this, but also that was the entire point she got the cat. The cat was always there for the attention it could give her. First she was complaining it was scared of her, now she's complaining it's clingy.
She wants to like lock my legs so I don't move, and when I really have to go to the bathroom, like, Kitty, you're in the danger zone. I need to use the washroom. Get out of the way, move.
One day she is going to fall and that kitty is going to go splat.
Yeah, I have ground beef out, but it's still frozen. I can put it away and order.
I mean, that's always an option with her. Just make something. Even if you make a burger.
Ground chicken. Oh, no, I have ground beef.
That reminds me, I need to take my food out. I've got some lentil and bacon stew.
How many biscuits do they make? Like, this is for a family.
Chantel eating a family-sized portion of something? Surely not. How many people were the 5 pogos for?
It makes 10. Cook at home? I don't feel like it. I might have company tomorrow, so...
Pete's? I'm guessing Pete's.
Like, if I cook, then I have to clean.
So you're saying you won't clean for them otherwise? Definitely Pete's.
Company, how exciting. Yeah. I won't tell you who, but... Well, I would tell you.
She doesn't have that many options, friends.
You cared about that. I do miss my kitchen in Syria. I know you're thinking that's so weird. But, like, a woman gets used to...
That time she turned on the cooker for the first time.
The kitchen she's using, you know? It becomes her kitchen. So I'm just getting used to the new kitchen. Italian herb hamburger helper. Casey,
That's just a thing of powder, right? It's just flavorings for pasta and beef.
I don't give a crap. Listen, this is Foodie Beauty's channel, and I lived in Syria and the Middle East for 3 years. If I want to talk about memories there, I will. Like,
I have no idea what this commenter said to her, but man, they triggered her. She gets to talk about what she wants on her channel. The audience get to say, we're bored of hearing it, have you tried something else, in a desperate attempt to get her to do other content. But meh.
I don't know if you got lost on the way to where you're going, but this is Foodie Beauty channel.
When she tries to drag people.
You know? Like,
I don't know if you got lost on the way to where you're going.
Never met someone who has a problem with someone reliving memories of their life.
It's just more that that's all you do, you know?
Mysterious. The scariest moment in Syria or Kuwait. Syria, probably when I first got there and we went to the park. And I had to use the squat toilet at the park. And also...
Oh, sorry. Squat toilets are not unusual in Kuwait either.
There was somebody that got shot.
What a comparison! Like, oh yeah, having to use the squat toilet in Syria, someone getting shot. Same difference.
The majority of it was good. I mean, what was bad?
We have evidence of you screaming at him. Every time you've lost your temper or got super high, you've talked about how bad the fights were. She was never intended to go to Syria. Once they left Kuwait, that was meant to be the end.
I'm trying to think of the good times, you know? Okay, guys. Yeah, I mean, pause. Do you know any couples that don't fight? By the way, I was on 80 cent antidepressants.
Yes, you were, but you were on them in Syria. So in terms of reasonable prices, it wasn't like you were on discount goods in the West, like they were meant to be $50 and they were 80 cents. You were on a medicine appropriately priced for the place you are in. And in terms of your medication, the last time we checked, you were on 10 milligrams, which I was told by my doctor was barely a therapeutic dose. It's not like you keep up with your medications well. And it's not like you've been assessed for those medications recently.
I would say that people fight, you know? I'm trying to cook this hamburger meat, but...
People do fight, but not everyone screams, don't talk to me, and then comes on the internet and says if something happens to me, it was them. Please stop singing, Foodie. Just realised I was listening to that song last night.
How much cheese is this? That's okay. No, I don't have a shredder. Right now? So we have to put like little...
You don't have a grater? Have you considered maybe just not making these yet until you go out next time and go to the dollar store and get a grater? Just not going to be looking and then just going to catch yourself.
You're not blocked. Do you like hamburger helper, guys?
Those are some
serious,
chunks
like, one of the first
cheese.
things I'm going to have is hamburger helper. It's nice seeing you make food. Yeah.
She actually could have made this into some sort of content. She could have been like, hey, make cheddar bay biscuits with me. We're going to try out this boxed recipe, see if it's any good. Instead, we just get this.
And I had nothing in the way of, you know what, I'll have you know.
Since when?
And
an hour ago?
That's because
you're out.
It's the daytime and I don't really like to do that during the day.
Wasn't she taking them at like 4 p.m. the other day? Although I suppose it gets dark early in Canada.
I have a life. Even
what life?
Eventful. You know, a part of me like misses making stuff.
She could do that for content. Oh, guys, I'm going to be looking up recipes. I've got a friend who always throws a Christmas party at her house and I always bring baked goods. Now, generally, I'll do like bakes rather than cookies because with cookies, I don't have a lot of oven space. I have to change them a lot, but I've been looking at recipes. Usually, I'll take a Millionaire shortbread and I'll take some little brownies. I've actually got like a brownie bite pan this year, which I haven't tried out yet, so I'm going to have to see. But put your favorite recipes down below because I'm looking for maybe something new to take. And there's a couple of recipes, American recipes, that look pretty good. There are like magic bars and there's one with saltines, is it Christmas crack, something like that. Like they look pretty cool to try, maybe like a bark. If you've got a favorite, link it down below so I can check it out, please.
People, are we cooking a meal? Are we actually cooking a meal?
Well, we're not. We're looking at the wall and seeing you move cheese occasionally.
I'm making hamburger helper and I'm just cleaning as I go.
Just narrating cooking from off stream.
Because I don't want to end up with a million dishes. You guys!
You guys.
Ugh. Turn out. So now we just let them sit, I guess? You right? Excuse me?
I mean, they're just cheese scones, right? They're nice, but...
What the hell is that?
I have no
idea. Is that
idea.
the picture? People are like, there's a picture of Salah going around. That's the second account they did today.
Oh, there was a comment. I was hoping she might show it here. Barbecue Chillin' did. It was a picture of Salah and a woman, and I'm sure it was a troll. It was like McMuffin82. Clearly, it's going to be the real woman. But there was a troll posting, look, Salah and I are together. Like, you got to give up on this.
Why are people like insane and trying to... What the fuck?
People try and trigger her because she's incredibly triggerable.
Why are people trying to,
Clearly the empty chair content is a strong competitor, but yes, people try and trigger her.
I think y'all are trying to mess with me.
I think they're just doing that meme. You know, the one where it's just poking with a stick and come on, do something.
Sorry.
You're not that sorry.
People just salivate.
That looked like sick.
At the idea of misery of others, I know. It's shaky cheese. Like I give a shit. Is that what you said?
More shaky cheese.
I mean, right? Have you seen sourdough starters? They're frightening.
I have one in the freezer. I had to stop making sourdough because there's only so much bread anyone needs in their life, you know? Like, I had to take a break on it, but Augustus Gloop remains in the freezer. We may try unfreezing him during, or maybe just before the winter holiday. I might start feeding him again and seeing if it can be ready for use.
I ordered Morning Glory muffins and they brought me carrot ones. I need an air fryer.
For all the food you don't cook.
And that was a Photoshop picture.
She's still thinking about it.
We're having a baby. That was quick. You boot me out of Syria? Get right on down to business or what? I don't know what a Morning Glory muffin is, but it's like some kind of morning muffin you have with coffee.
So poor freeze frame, I apologize. So she ordered these? How do you order them and not know what they are?
I wanted to leave.
Was she high when she ordered it?
A part of me did, but a part of me didn't. Nothing happened yesterday. I didn't come on camera.
Your hair's showing, darling.
A bunch of people. Is that what you're talking about? Or
more shaky cheese.
I just want to sit in my kitchen.
Well, congratulations, you've achieved it.
It's a girl dinner. Where should I go? A bus ride.
Yeah, people have been telling you that for days. Go see what's en route of the bus. Even if you just go back to the mall.
Am I chatting a new man? Never. No. I did go out. I shouldn't tell you.
She got a taxi and she had to go get the Cheddar Bay biscuits.
How much snow is on the ground? Not a lot. That's what my idea in Syria was. That's all I wanted. Because in Kuwait we had so much downtime.
Oh, she just wanted the family to leave her alone. So she didn't have to do anything the way she didn't have to do anything in Kuwait.
It was just us like 24/7. I usually try to take my gummies later. My medicine later.
This is something that I think could cause her problems if she keeps doing it. When she refers to her gummies as medicine, they are not prescribed to her. There are some conditions that kind of stuff is prescribed for, but it's not for her. And calling it medicine when it's available recreationally in Canada, I believe is misrepresentative.
Cooking videos are tricky when you can't show your kitchen. Yep, you can.
I mean, not really. Surely you could just show the pot or whatever. Or put some work into it, do a little time lapse with photos. I know put some work into it has now meant that it's immediately rejected, but I'm saying.
Still pay for a therapist without health insurance.
Well, you were going to before. You said it was a volunteer organization.
I'm ready for Christmas. I'm going to make tomorrow.
Also, apparently you can get health insurance. Get off your ass and do it.
I mean, hamburger helper and Cheddar Bay biscuits. You can record good videos top down. They'll narrow it down. Oh, it has this kind of stove.
Well, then you either need to say you're not doing content, or you need to take the chance and do content.
You know, I don't know what I'm doing for Christmas yet. Any zoos? There's the Toronto Zoo. I would love to go to the Toronto Zoo. CP cannot drive to Toronto. He'd be throwing up the whole way.
Why can't he take medication for that? If I can make it to Japan on travel sickness medication, P can make it to Toronto.
Too far for him. Christmas vlog. Well, I don't celebrate Christmas.
But if you go to your family, you do. I'm not saying you believe in anything, but if you're going to the meals, you are celebrating it, whether you're doing it for the religious reasons or not. I'm not religious. I do celebrate Christmas. Because this is one of those situations where actually tradition would come into it. Now that does mean that I don't have a religion for it to knock up against. It's not against my religion to do it in the way it is for her. But if she's already said she's going to be participating in family events, she's already gotten over that.
Why are you bringing up one thing from the past? If anything happens, it was them. I was in like a complete state of mental unwellness.
Yes, and you've changed nothing since. So what makes you think it wouldn't happen again the moment you went back? And whether you were in a state of unwellness or not, the consequences of that remain. People heard that. Salah heard that. His family heard that. They came and checked on you. They were there for all your behavior, no matter what the reason.
Could you not tell that or what? I was like completely paranoid.
Yeah, you were. You've sought no treatment and made no changes. So, again.
And he has a huge family anyways. Take a train, he'd probably be sick too. I was bragging about the cheap pills. I think they friggin'...
No, I think that was all you. I think you went too far and you had to lean into, oh, it's these pills, to get the family to kind of move past it because you fucked up and they weren't taking it.
So I'm talking about your relationship as if they're in it. I know! Oh, you need to get him...
I thought you guys didn't have a relationship anymore. I thought you were divorced.
You don't know how anyone feels. Like, you don't know what we went through.
We saw a fair amount of it.
I never said I was planning on getting back with anybody. I never said anything. So
you said a lot. Don't blame people for inferring.
Oh wow, it's 70. Yeah, you should have been doing those for 30 years, but I should too.
Give other people medical advice. Go on, Chantal.
No, I want to lose weight. I want to.
The 5 pogos and hamburger helper would suggest otherwise. You not signing on to health insurance would suggest otherwise.
I'm gonna go watch paint dry. All right. See ya. Probably more interesting than what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think that was the point of the comment.
Anyways, guys, I had a piece of my womb removed for biopsy. Ooh, lately?
Oh.
Lumpies, colonoscopy.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah, I heard.
She should have had a colonoscopy so many years ago for so many reasons.
That stuff to drink is not fun at all. You tell us a story? I think I've told you guys every single story of my life.
Yeah, because she's not creating any new ones. She's got a big old gap in her life there.
I'm not even kidding. Anyways, I have some things I gotta do, but I'll come back later.
She's been rolling her eyes a lot, like, oh, I just want to have a life. Oh, I got some things I gotta do.
I'll try not to be too tired. Bees and Body Works?
Tired.
I do want to go.
I think Bath and Body Works is probably the least necessary thing in your life, but there we go. Unnecessarily expensive homeware doesn't seem like a priority right now.
Anyways, guys, so I'll try to see you later. Bye!
Bye! Okay, I'm gonna go put these clips together. I may or may not get my Christmas tree up. I do need to go to the grocery store, so let's get working on this and we'll see where we are. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.